G'day guys, welcome back. So this episode, going to be clearing out this bush a bit more. Let's go. Righto guys, just having a little walk up into this area where some trees have been fallen by the fireys, and as you can sort of see on camera maybe, this is one of our only flat sort of areas. So if I turn back this way, you can see there's the shed and the house will be up there. So just want to clear it up a bit because we've got some plans to put our chooks in here, and also a bit of an orchard, so we'll probably end up putting the chooks in the enclosure with the orchard. That's what we did at our last place, and as long as you protect the trees all right, they keep all the bugs down and everything, worked really well. So if we build some sort of orchard enclosure good enough to keep the quolls away from the chickens, yeah, I think it'll be a good little spot for it. So probably somewhere in here, and then sort of just behind where this pile of bark is, that's where our big water tank's going to go for the house. So we're going to have to get that cleared away so we can get a nice level pad there for the big steel tank that's going in. But for now, I'm pretty much ready to crack into it, except the excavator has done 50 hours and now it's due for its first service. So I'm going to quickly smash out a service on it first, and then we'll get stuck into it. I think I might bring him into the shed to do it. So first vehicle in the shed, which is going to be a nice little test of the slab. Made it. Tell you what, it looks a lot bigger inside the shed than it does out in the bush. But it fits, and I've got plenty of room to get around and underneath it for this oil change. So, oh, it's a bit dusty too. Have to clean that out. Nice. This air filter. Freshy. That was easy. Get some oil out of it. Lovely. Got a bit of oil in him. Right, at least it's high enough off the ground I can get under there easy, because I don't think the jack is going to get this enough in. Right. Good puppies. Staring at the world. And this is the reason that I wanted to paint the floor. Oil just gets cleaned right up. Beautiful. Righto, that's about it. Just got to bleed this fuel system and then we're into the bush and do some more clearing. Electric fuel pump. So, now that we've got him serviced, the plan is try and keep cleaning this area up. So, with a bit of a wander, you can see that all these trees have been fallen by the fireys, but I've got to clean them up. So, drag them all back down there, make a bit of a pile of firewood. So it'll take a little bit of time, but yeah, once we get them all out of there, this will be a half decent flat area. There's a few rocks in amongst it, but no big surprises on our block. But yeah, drag these trees out, then try and rip a few of these stumps out of the ground, and then this will be a nice bit of an area for our Chooks orchard, everything else. So probably all the way down through there. It's quite a big area, so it's going to take me a few days, and I'll see what I can do today. It's starting to get pretty hot, and there's also a total fire ban today because it's supposed to get really windy as well. So I'm going to be not doing too much once that wind picks up, but we're still pretty early in the morning so far, and it's pretty good. So we'll try and get a start on it. I got a bit of the clearing done yesterday, Arvo, and now I've been running around all morning because I got a phone call that our shipment has arrived from Ballarat. We bought a door for our house, so this is it. It needs a bit of work. If I stand up a bit, you might be able to see him. Yeah. So we'll go through the house plans once we get around to it, but basically we're building a modern house with a few touches to make it look like an old homestead, and one of the touches will be an old school door. So yeah, we picked this one up for a few $100. It actually cost more to ship it to Tassie than to purchase, but we just couldn't find anything in Tassie suitable, so we'll have to get some glass for it. And yeah, I'm going to get it off the trailer, sit it out on these benches, and I've got a lot of sanding and fixing up in front of me, but that'll go on the front door of the house, which will be nice. It's similar to our last place in Esperance, so we put an old front door on that place and we thought it looked pretty good, so we're going to do the same with this one. So more jobs. Pretty solid, I think. Looks bigger that it's not on the trailer. Let's have a look. So this side's in need of a bit more work. It's on the outside. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of restoration, but it looks like a pretty nice door. Didn't realise these were we bought it sight unseen, but that's actually pressed tin in there, so I think that'll look pretty nice once it's cleaned up. Very cool. And it's even got the old screen door, spring-loaded hinges on it. So Jen's going to email the guys who bought it off and see if there's any history for it from it, because yeah, it came from rural Victoria, so it might be off an old homestead or something. Yeah. All right. Time for some sanding. Maybe. Well, another day, another job. Just lots of odd jobs this week, but got Jen's stump here that we designed the whole traffic island around. And I just stuck over here. You can see here I've put a bit of, there's a hole in the stump. So I've got a scrap bit of leftover corrugated iron from the shed to patch this hole up. We're going to fill it full of soil, and Jen's putting a bit of a feature tree to come out the top of the stump. So I've just got to find a bit of dirt, maybe out of that pile over there, fill up the bottom, and then we've got some potting mix to put in the top. So another little job we've got to get done.
check and see. Oh, that's pretty good. Yep, I think we're there. We'll fill the rest up with potting mix. What do you think? That's at least half.
That's pretty close.
You want one more scoop?
Let's have a look. Bit of sticks and stuff in here. That's pretty good, I think. Let's get all these roots out of it. Rocks. Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Stage 2.
Stage 2.
Okay.
6 bags of potting mix. Let's see if it's enough.
It's gonna be a spoiled tree. Well, I hope it's enough. That hardly even made a dent. Maybe we underestimated.
You can always mix a bit of the other stuff in with it.
Yeah. It'll just force the tree to grow downwards.
Yeah, pretty good.
Look at this beautiful big stump. That was a monster tree at some point. Oh yeah, that's gonna look so much better when there's a tree growing out of it. And your little barrier is looking so well. Look at that. Out of a scrap bit from the shed.
Look at that.
It's like we planned it. Honestly, I'm super surprised.
Yeah?
Look at how perfect the level is. That's crazy. Okay, so we got a special plant. This beautiful banksia that will be covered in these red cones that hang like bells from the bottom of the plant. Not so pretty at the moment, but it'll get there. Gets to 3 meters, so that'll be nice. All right, buddy, you go from this tiny pot
To a big stump.
to a huge stump. I'm going to try and bury it deep so that it doesn't get dry. Then we should try and find some big rocks or something to put on the top to,
Yep.
yeah, stop it drying out. Okay. Now I just potted him up only a few months ago, so I don't know how much his potting mix will be attached to his roots. We shall see. Oh, hey, he's done lots of growing. That seems pretty good. Okay, in you go, my friend. I think I can be reasonably confident this is one of the few of this banksia in Tassie. Look at that. It's gonna be so happy. Much happier than in a pot.
And it's got a little friend growing out the side of the stump.
Look at that. I'm so excited by that. I'm just going to stick his label down here in case I forget what it is. Okay.
Nice. Another job done.
All the other ones are thriving,
Yeah.
so this one should too. Right, I'll give him some water. Here you go, buddy. And I'll water him every couple of days until basically we get some proper rain.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Nice.
On to the next thing.
Good work.
Go team.
Cockies are happy because the first rain in like 2 months. They're all down there having their branch. Hey guys, spreading these branches. Look at them. All lined up on that branch. Hey! It is raining, and there's rain on the lens. Woo! Look at this rain. Finally get some water in our tank. So, we were running low, struggling to even have enough to water the plants. So this is very welcome. Oh yeah. Well, now that we've finally got a rainy day, good chance to start working on this door. And Jen started sanding the pressed tin panels on the sides, and they're coming up pretty nice. Yeah, they're going to look pretty good. And I've just been trying to pin all this back together because it was all like this. It was a little bit loose. So just pinning all this, and then the sanding begins. But once it's all restored with a bit of nice glass, that's going to be our front door, which is going to look pretty cool.
Not bad for $300.
$300, not bad. Just going to take a little bit of work to get it up to scratch.
Gee, I wonder what tree the yellowtail black cockatoos prefer. All these other logs, not that interested. No, a little bit on that one. That one over there, smashed. This one, oh yummy.
Something shimmering in your eyes, and they say if you want to glimpse the future you need space, and you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wander? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter. When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in.
The one downside about the fireys clearing this land for us, well, doing their chainsaw training, they just cut the trees off to practice falling them, but that's obviously left the stumps. So now I'm going to have to go around and dig them out instead of pushing the trees over when they're still standing with the excavator. Just you get a bit more leverage on them, and they just come over with the roots and everything. It makes it a little bit quicker, but I've got all the trees out of here, and now I just got to dig these stumps out. I've still got all of this to clear out. We'll go for a bit of a wander. Far out. Yeah, I've got some timber here. So this has all been, right through here has all been felled by the fireys as well. And this is what all the cockies have been absolutely nailing. It must be like a certain amount of time with the trees on the ground and the bark dries out and grubs or something, because I'll show you this tree over here that they've been smashing. But you can see here I've got to go through and pick all these trees up. So much firewood, far out. Yeah, look at these trees. Oh yeah, absolutely shredded by the cockies. And that one there. So must be something very tasty in the bark, because they've just been going to town. But this has all got to get cleared too, so I've got enough firewood to last us the next 50 years, I think. So it's all work. Yeah, but as I said, this is sort of our only flat bit through here. So we're going to clear out most of this, and this will be our permaculture area pretty much. So a lot more clearing to do. Head back over to the shed so I can get rid of this bloody chainsaw cover that I've been holding the whole time. I was just trimming up a few of those logs, but ran out of fuel, so that's him for the day. Okay, we'll go and find Jen. The dog's been well behaved. Hi puppies. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Here's Jen in her bush office doing the science. Saving the world.
That's my job.
The bush office.
Yep. Working on birds, listening to birds.
Yep.
It's nice.
Yeah, in your element.
I recommend it.
Eating bird food.
Oh, well, maybe. Whatever, they're tasty.
I married a parrot. She eats sunflower seeds like they're going out of business.
Hey, any Canadians out there will know exactly what I'm eating, why I'm eating it, and how delicious they are.
I'm too lazy.
You just want to shovel them in.
Yep. We actually had a Canadian watching our last video. They said they were from Saskatchewan.
That's where a lot of my family is from,
Yeah.
as you know.
It's a worldwide audience.
Yep. Anyone out there from Edmonton, I'm sorry. I feel your pain as well.
Edmonton.
Yeah.
Place to be.
No. I would disagree. This is the place to be.
Well, no snow here. Just the bush. Anyway, we digress. Solar is working a treat, hence the bush office. And no issues at all. So it's been pretty good. Fridge is running perfectly, and we've got cold beer. Happy days. All right, go and do a bit more work before knock off. So we've got this wood heater, the old Saxon. This one is one that my granddad rebuilt for us, and it's been sitting around for 7 or 8 years now, and it's going to live in this shed. So he's going to end up in the corner over there. That's going to be the shed fire. And about an hour or so ago we unboxed our house wood heater. That one's going to be going inside the house. So he's, yeah, a bit fancy, but should suit the vibe of the house we're going for, a little sort of cottage vibe. And I've started on this door. So I showed you unloading. This is our going to be our front door. Started cleaning up these panels, but didn't even realise that they were tin panels. So they got a fair bit of paint caked on the corners. I've scuffed it up a little bit with some steel wool just to sort of clear it up a bit compared to, you know, that's sort of what it was looking like. But just went and got a little brush from my drill to see if we can't clean it up a bit more. So let's see what happens. Woo. That's working pretty good. Yeah, getting those chunkier bits out. And we'll just get it close because this is all going to get a fresh coat of paint. But we'll see how close we can get it and be happy days. Ooh. There we go. It's a bit better. To get some of that detail in it now, so when we paint it, we'll still see that nice detail compared to that side. It's coming up pretty good. So, got to put a few more hours into this yet. And yeah, and then onto the door. So these are all loose, so you can see here. Still got to straighten these out and pin them all back. And then lots of putty, and then lots of sanding. Gave it a quick sand just to get an idea of what colour we're going to end up with. But I think it's going to look pretty good. So hopefully something like what our old door looked like in Esperance. It's a bit of a wow factor when you come up to the front door, so we'll get there. So apart from the door and all the clearing, we've also relocated the portaloo, so that's going to live over there for the next year. And once we get a little bit more rain, I'll actually be able to fill it up and put some chemical in it and get it ready to use. And cleared up a bit of this stuff. Cleared up some of the lumps of concrete that were left over from the shed pour. We've still got a little bit of a junkyard going on here. And then this week, hopefully what is happening is we're going to start getting some of these rocks moved up at the actual house site. So if I wander up the hill here, this area hasn't been touched since, well, the video from the blasting, which would have been at least a few months ago. So it's basically still just got blown up and hasn't been touched. So what the plan is, we're going to push all this rock, send it out the back here, and then I think we've organised someone's going to bring in some clean fill, and we're going to just cover it over, and then that'll give us hopefully I don't know how much, 4 or 5 metres maybe. Drops off pretty quick there, but this is going to be our backyard, so the more we can bury here and, you know, a bit of flat area, the bigger our backyard's going to be. So, and we've got some big plans for the backyard. I might be here because depending on when these guys start, I'm either going to be up at work or back here, but if I'm here, I'll take some video. If not, when you see this next, it'll be a nice flat pad ready for a house to go on. So yeah, progress.
Right, we have had some progress up on the top where the house is going to go. The digger has sprung a little hose leak and is temporarily immobilized, but we're about, I don't know, maybe not halfway done, but close. Puppies. So we've got some fill that's come in from a dam that got dug somewhere. It's going to top dress. Some more fill. And still a big pile of rocks left. But this bed is all walkable now. Even me in my bare feet. Okay. I'm going to call that progress. That's pretty good progress for a day and a half. Let's take a moment to admire this flowering gum we planted, I'm going to say 3 months ago, and it is about to explode into orange blossoms. Oh, stay tuned for that.
So that's about it for this video, guys. Just a quick update, this one. A couple of little odd jobs in between the big stuff. So as I said, next week we'll be doing some earthworks, and yeah, we'll see you then. Cheers.